peace of mind. It's like always, they just want a peace of mind. I've been focused on the future, never on right now. But I can boot you, either pink or brown. I'm the one that introduced you to the you right now. Oh my God, that's right. Well, alright. Tryna fight in the night. Come alive. Ain't it sneak? Ain't it? Try to come run back, if I need your tires, hold up. 100 round, feeling like I'm on teams, playing both sides of you. Shot on your friends, I've been going crazy, shot, I've been in the deep end. She not in the scene, she tryna go. I just been tripping out. Just a whole nother level shot. I got it on their toes. I got flows for days, ain't on nothing.
With a new stadium rising just to the west of us, for now we're back for football in the familiar setting of Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Las Vegas Raiders and the Buffalo Bills.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
A welcome to you, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Chase McLaughlin set to get it started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Throwing right away is Allen. Rolling right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. Give him 14 on that play. One first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Here's a run with their tight end.
The tight end of the ball carrier. Taken down at the 41. It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6. Throwing is Allen. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and they'd have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
All up in my phone looking looking at pictures from the other night. She gon' be upset if she keeps scrolling to the left, dog. She gon' see some that she don't wanna see. She ain't ready for it. If I ain't the greatest.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. To the left side in the hands of Rice. And he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down.
Get ready. Blue set.
On the ground, here comes Ashton Jeanty. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A gain there of 15. First down, Vegas.
Well, we knew coming into this one, Mike, that we were going to see a lot of this guy, and we knew we'd see a lot of him early. And if that first play is any indication of the rest of this game, this defense is going to have their hands full containing him.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. He's got it at about the 8. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's 1st and goal.
Las Vegas.
Ready, set, go.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Las Vegas. What a year. That is touchdown number 22 on the season. McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Raiders will take a 7-0 lead.
Bills nothing. Chase McLaughlin set to kick
Here's
off.
McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. And that'll go out of bounds. A great effort. They wanted to pin them, a directional kick, cover it, but instead, the ball goes out of bounds, so it backfires, and they'll take over at the 40-yard line. A pair of first downs gives them 1st and 10, up at the 40. They'll start on the ground with Cook. He's beyond midfield to the 45. And he will go all the way. James Cook, touchdown, Bills. His 12th touchdown of the year. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready,
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
let's go. Ready,
On the ground, it's Jeanty to start the drive. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Big lineman Aleem McNeil ends the play there.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8.
ready, rest.
Back to throw. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
He's going to try it here again. couldn't get the connection on fourth. Gonna give the ball over on down.
It's a turnover.
You know, Mike, I'm all for being aggressive. There are definitely times where you have to go for it on your side of the field. I'm just not sure if at this point in the game, this was one of them.
Allen gonna give it to Cook. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A pickup of 14 on that one. Good for a Bills first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
319! Middle. What's that?
From the gun, throw here for Allen. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
The whole idea of that short pass is designed to get the ball into the hands of the receiver in space and let him do the rest after the catch. But the key word there, Mike, is get the ball into the hands of the receiver. He doesn't secure the catch, so there is no run after it. When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up, I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
Here's third down and a few inches.
What's that?
A design run here for Allen. And he's in. Josh Allen. Touchdown, Buffalo. Well, they were not hiding anything there. The quarterback takes off, and Greggy takes it the distance for the touchdown.
And this was a run from the jump, Mike. There was no disguising anything. There was 10 guys blocking and one guy running. And in this case, it's the quarterback taking it in for 6.
Aubrey, good with the extra point. And the Bills will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Raiders 7.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Avante Turpin on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
On the double. Set, hut. Yellow, 40, ready.
They'll start on the ground with Genty. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's second and 9.
Ready.
Pass caught right side by Thornton. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
6 yards. And it's third down.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
A gain of 6.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Throwing now on first and 10. Throw here down the field. Will fall incomplete.
His offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. They can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes. It's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Cowers. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A pickup there of 19 yards. Good for a Raider first down.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Raiders.
Blue 32. Beetle blue. Set.
They'll look to throw again. They go right back to Bowers. He's got it again. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
In motion, that's Thornton. On the handoff, this is Genty. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, Vegas.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And I'll tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And they can continue to generate these big explosive runs. I don't think they need to go away from it.
50, green. 52, black. 10.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Good work there defensively. Knocked it away in that pass. Ball's incomplete.
And the defender does such a good job, like not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down. Really nice play.
Yellow.
Back to the air once more on second down. This is caught for 2. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up first and goal. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. The Bills with the early advantage. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. This has been some kind of march downfield now. Can they pay it off with 6?
Here we
It's
go.
first and goal.
Black 40. Ready?
Genty trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
5, 6.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And he's in. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Vegas.
Touchdown, Raiders.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
We are all square. 14 apiece the score as this one's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And they'll force him out of bounds right at the 25-yard line.
Look out.
They'll run first carry of the game for Trey Benson. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. It is 2nd and 9.
Round 80. Half 10. Hey, tight. We go.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Gonna fire. Deep ball for Rice. He's got it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Big-time play there for Buffalo. 39 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
First and 10 now from the 36.
Alert! Off 52. What's that?
From the gun, Gazelle. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. Khalil Shakir the intended target. And that will lead to a second down.
Round 80! What's that?
On second down, Cook. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down forthcoming.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Middle. Miller! 5 wide. What's that?
Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. Moving outside the pocket, and on third down, that ball incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
Aubrey's kick is good. And the Bills move out in front. The new score, 17-14.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Genty. Oh! And they get him to the ground, but he's all the way down to the 35-yard line. A big-time play for Vegas. 38 yards.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Once again, it's Genty. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 4.
Here we go. 33, yellow, ready.
They'll run it for the first time. Here comes Zach Charbonnet. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A gain there of 11. Good for a Raider first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays.
And he's into the end zone. Dante Thornton. Touchdown, Raiders. On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT.
McLaughlin lining up for the point after.
He's got it. And the Raiders move out in front by 4. It's 21-17.
17. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Going to return this from the 10. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over.
24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Monday. Motion.
From the gun, here is Allen. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
It's first down. You got to get the ball out of your hands. I understand trying to take a shot. I love it on early downs. But once it's not there and that protection starts to break down, it's either check down or throwaway. You don't want to be in second and long.
Done. Look out.
Allen now on second down. He's going to air this one out. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Middle. Alert!
Now Allen facing third and long. And that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up fourth down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
On the ready. Ready. 52 blast. Yes.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
We'll try again. It's second and 10.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Look wide. Get this one complete. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Now they'll set up to throw. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Terrell Bernard. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
He's just late on that throw. I don't even think he ever saw that defender drop into the zone, and it ends up costing the team the ball.
A run with Cook. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11.
Five wide.
From the gun, it's Allen. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
To the air on third down. Here's Allen. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Bills. That is second TD catch of the season.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Set, hut, ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's to the right side. And caught by Bowers. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Raider...
He'll drop to throw. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Throw left side, taken in by Thomas. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Let's go.
Back to the air one more time. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Bowers. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. Now a signal, timeout call, 9 seconds left to play in this first half.
A gain of 15. First down, Las Vegas.
Black shot. Here we go. Here we go. 45. Right.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal. And now we'll get a late timeout coming in the waning moments of this second quarter. The field goal unit going to come on for the Raiders. This one from 43 yards away. McLaughlin's kick is good. And the Raiders will tie the game at 24. Both teams look good on the offensive side in the first half. Will it carry over? We're about to find out. Second half is underway.
Ready.
Now, get to Genty running right. Finding room across midfield. He's inside the 30. And he will score. Ashton Genty. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run play is to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Raiders will go up by 7.
Bills 24. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
26-yard line.
On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. On play action, here's Allen. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
On third down, it's Allen. Flush to his right. That is hard. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. And even 30 yards. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now toss, left side for Harris. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
To the air on second down. Here's Allen. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. James Cook. Touchdown, Buffalo. So 2 touchdowns for him in this one. Numbers 12 and 13 on the year.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
The extra point by Aubrey is good, and the Bills will even the score here in the third. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here we go, set. Yellow, 43. Hut.
Here's Genty. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. 1st down, Vegas.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. Bowers, the man in motion. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. On the move, past the 40. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. A pickup there of 25 yards. Good for a Raider first down.
Ready, set.
Pass caught right side by Thornton. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down. Bowers the man in motion. They'll look to throw yet again. A dive, but too far out in front of him. Incomplete. Dante Thornton was the intended target. And it'll lead to a second down.
Goes without saying, Mike, you have to be smart with the ball, especially down here in the red zone. You're already in scoring position. And I understand they're trying to come away with a touchdown, but at the very least, come away with 3. Worst case scenario is you turn the ball over and you come away with nothing.
And the Raiders are going to be set up first and goal. Couldn't reach the plane, but they'll have it at the 1. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Ashton Jeanty, touchdown Raiders. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Raiders will go up by 7.
Bills 31. Chase McLaughlin.
Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
17-yard line.
Round it. What's that?
On 1st and 10, it's Allen. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are under.
To the left side in the hands of Rice. And he's taken down up past the 35. That catch number 80 in this campaign. And it gives his team a first down.
At the 37-yard
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
On 1st and 10, it's Cook. And a good run there. Will get him 5 yards.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and
From the
4.
43, it's 2nd and 3.
Hey, home. 180. Go.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, Buffalo.
Well, there's not a lot to this route. Man coverage, and you got a drag route. Give him a little something off the line, and go. Win with speed. Good, accurate ball on the front shoulder pad. Allows him to pick up the rest after the catch, and leads to a big gain.
What's that?
1st and 10, and it's Allen. He's got room at the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. That pickup, good for 29 yards.
This is quarterback play at its finest, is understanding and identifying the blitz before the ball is snapped. That's what allows him to get the ball out of his hand so quickly, throws it to his hot receiver in the flat, and he does the rest.
Half. 5 wide. We'll go.
On 1st down, Allen. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
So you're a couple inches away from, instead of celebrating a touchdown with your boys on the sideline, you're trotting back to the huddle with your tail between your legs. And that's the fine line between success and failure in the NFL. And the reality is, he knows it, the sideline knows it, the huddle knows it. At this level, you've got to make that play.
Allen going to throw again. Exiting the pocket right. He's going to run it. And he's going to get belted at the end, but he keeps possession of the football. Setting up first and goal.
There's no doubt that you appreciate the toughness he shows here, Mike. I mean, for a quarterback to put his head down and pick up some tough yards, his teammates love it. And I'll tell you, his coaches, they want to see him protect himself, understand when he had enough to pick up the first down, to get down and live to play another snap.
Harris. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Another one from the 5, second down and goal. From the gun, here is Allen.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
2 plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal.
Alert! Gun. Look out!
Out of the gun, here's Allen. That's hauled in at the 2.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
So here we go. Could be the play that ends up deciding this one. 4th down and goal. And he will do it himself. He's in. Josh Allen. Touchdown, Bills. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter. And now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? On the return, here's Turpin. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Now Genti. Yeah. Room to run at the 40. A terrific run, finally brought down, but he's inside the 35-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 41 yards.
We've just seen it time and time again here today. He just continues to get them for big runs, and I think this one might be his best of the bunch.
Let's go. Trouble yellow. 43. Set.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Open man is Thornton. He's got it. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Okay, ready?
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10.
Las Vegas.
Ready, ready. 50, 10, 10.
Back to throw. Oh, looking end zone, but it is out of the reach of the receiver and incomplete.
Well, it's no secret to anybody who follows this league. This is one of the elite playmakers in the entire NFL. So he put one high, thinking his guy would go up there and get it. We've seen him do it so many times before, but just puts a little too much on it and ends up sailing over his head. There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Yellow, 22. Ready?
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. That is caught by the tight end, Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Vegas. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead.
The kick is good.
Greg, that's the way to handle it. Up 1, go down the field, get the touchdown, and extend the lead to 7.
Mike, the key for this offense is they were at their best when their best was needed. Being able to extend this lead late in the 4th quarter, they've got to be feeling pretty good about where things stand to close this game out.
And angling for the sideline, but that ball will go out of bounds, so they try to pin them deep with a directional kick, but it backfires. With the ball out of bounds, it'll come out to the 40-yard line. A pair of 1st downs gives them 1st and 10, up at the 40.
Ready? Go.
From the gun, throw here for Allen. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a 1st down.
For a Bills 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Off the play fake, it's Allen. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
Regular. Go.
Throwing on 2nd down, it's Allen. That's complete to Rice. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It'll be interesting to see how they handle this situation. Do they try to slow play this and try to score without giving the ball back? Or do they try to strike as quickly as possible? So first things first, they got to convert this 3rd down.
Time now becoming a factor as we get to 3rd down.
56.
From the gun, Josh Allen. This one, a deep shot for Rice. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Middle. Half 85.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on down.
Shot, 7 down. Hut.
They'll run with Genty. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Ready. Set, cut.
They'll go again with Genty. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before third down.
Ready. Black, 95. Smash, red.
Bowers, the man in motion.
Ready, ready.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. That's caught left side by Bowers. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
It's fourth down and less than a yard.
The offense is out there, 4th and inches.
Here we go. 10 black. 52 blaster. Black ultra. Black chop. Sand.
They'll drop to throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to have the first down. An aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on 4th down.
A gain of 5.
Let's
Into
go.
Las Vegas.
Bowers, the man in motion. Now they'll set up to throw. They'll try to set up the screen to Genty. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start. A loss of yards on the play.
6-yard line.
Well, the best screenplays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
Yellow, 22.
In motion, that's Thornton.
10.
On second down, Genty. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down. The Bills going to use their final timeout here. They'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. This crowd into it now as we get to third down.
50, green, ready?
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
So we get to a pressure kick, and here's Chase McLaughlin. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one online, and it is good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
At their own 20-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Half 85, half 80.
Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. Gonna fire. Deep ball for Rice. And that is hauled in on the right sideline. Right inside. The chop, a heck of a catch. A big play and a much-needed one as well. It covers 51 yards. So, pressure kick coming now for Brandon Aubrey. This to get back to a 1-possession game. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within 1 score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it. A run. Genty.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
Here's a 2nd and 6.
Let's go now. Come on. Ready.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Pass caught right side by Thornton. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8. And the Las Vegas 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Here we go. 1 final play. And they are going to add 6 more here at the end. Stay tuned for the coach's handshake. It might not be the friendliest. That late touchdown extends the margin of victory here on the game's final play. So this one, a win for the visiting Raiders. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Buffalo.
That was. Yeah, no, I had one like that too against you where I had the safety right there. You threw right at me, and he was right there, and you just couldn't. Over to the left a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's like it didn't even let him react. It was a wrap. Yeah. Yeah. So it was. Yeah, beginning to end. I'm like, wait, hold on, what the fuck? Jamil out here goddamn switching this shit up, what? Not, hey, you know I don't sleep on you, bro. I told you all my interceptions come against you. All the ones I throw come against you. Shit. I'm just glad I only threw one. You ain't lying. That's what I'm saying. Hey, this is by far the smartest game plan offensively and defensively you've had against me. Like, real talk. Real talk. This is by far. By far. Beast. I only have 2 O linemen that are superstars, but not all my skill positions are all the guys. Oh yeah, not 100%. That man ran away from me. I like, God damn, and I got I always got fast DBs. I be having fast DBs. That nigga ran away. I like, oh, okay. Yeah, nah, he was killing me too. He was killing me too. Nah, you spread it around, bro. Yo, hey, Daddy's working right now. Thank you, sir. Yeah. Oh man, great freaking game. Yeah. Mm. Well, yo, let me get on Dead End Sports, man. Good talking to you, bro. I bet. All right, bro. Yep. What up? Yeah, man, I'm good, bro. Been working, man. Just got out of training and shit. Out there killing, doing what I do. Nah, it's virtual at the location, at the store. You know what I'm saying? But it was people from all over the country. You know what I'm saying? Like I had a couple people from Cali, people from New York. You know what I'm saying? So there's people from all over the place in there. Yeah, it was 4 weeks. Yeah, it was 4 weeks. So, and then they couldn't get me in the very first training class. So like I worked the week and then went to training, or worked like 3-4 days and then went to training. So, you know what I'm saying? So, but I just last Friday was my last day. So, and then here's the crazy part, Shelton. Like on the sales floor, I'm only getting like 3.5 hours. I finished number 3 in the store. No. It's not the same type of hustle. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of young people, bro. It's a lot of young people. They don't have the same type of hunger. You know what I'm saying? And then the structure is weird, but nah, bro. Like where me and you grew up in sales, you have to be able to sell. Bro, look, let me tell you something. Bro, we have this one person, bro, that they sit down, because like at Spectrum, they're like, you have stations. There's one person, they be sitting down and they be having like their headphone in, somebody walk in. I done took like 3-4 people. Everybody done took at least a customer. That person's just chilling. And you don't even want to work. Yeah. They are. That's true too. Oh, 1 million.
Kilo Ali flow. Look, from the east side on a Friday night, met a bunch of to the Golden Glide. The lows and highs, me and all the bros in the stolen ride like, man, outside, so I'm staying inside. Show you and I vibe, take a few like Tupac. I seen a bunch of mean guys in a band and a tie, throwing up the west side, giving side eyes. Ain't nobody that I really recognize. Ain't surprised to ride the killer vibe. Probably be the reason you die trying to feel alive, but I'm incentivized by in the thighs.
But for me, and I can't. Obviously, I'm not speaking for everybody. I'm just speaking for myself. But I've had a lot and I've had a little growing up. So I'm gonna work to have a lot, or as much as I can. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if you telling me all I gotta do is hustle, talk to people, be nice, offer them products, listen to them, just listen. Oh, damn, you done told me X, Y, and Z. Yo, we got something that help you out with that. I bet. You don't want it. That's cool. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all sales is. Because the thing is when you let that guard down and you done positioned it, they might come back and be like, you know what? You all right. Let me go ahead and do that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, your place of sales is a lot different than my place of sales. 1,000,000%. From the glide with the golden teeth. I don't even know if they notice me. They don't even know that we way too deep. I'm from the west and they from the east, and all white tees looking like sheep. I don't even want to get one of those sneaks. We throwing up fours and ones and threes. Talking about west side, what's happening? Hey, we just pulled up the border, bro. Southside, Clayco, so that. You ain't never been to Skate Town. Auto National, you know it go down. You ain't never been to Cascade on the west side of
MLK, you ain't never been the golden guy. It's in the day, you ain't never been the sparkle. Sliding with your babe, I ain't never been the skate zone. Cause it's something marble. I'ma pack a carload. I'ma take the grass and meet tomorrow. Bring it, yeah, bring it, bring it, bring it.
Something takes a part of me, something lost and never seen. Every time something's from me. Life's gotta always be messing with me. Can't it chill and let me be free? Can't I take away all this pain? I try to every night, all in vain, in vain. Sometimes I cannot take this place. Sometimes it's my life I can't taste. Sometimes I cannot feel my face. You'll never see me fall from grace.
This is definitely his moodiest album. Very moody. All right, we're going to now talk about Isaiah Rashad about Spike. All right, that's all good. Yeah. That's what's up. What it do? That would be odd. That would be odd. We're gonna grab it though. I'm going there without it. Okay, bet. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. The worst performance of the week. Look, everybody watched it. So I'm actually going to talk about Philly. a little bit. So this marked the first time that the Sixers had a playoff series win against the Boston Celtics since 1982. That's a 44-year drought. This is, bruh, this is the first time in franchise history that the 76ers overcame a 3-1 deficit. Previously 0-18 in those spots, while Boston was 32-0, holding a 3-1 lead. The 14th team in NBA history to rally down 3-1 in a best-of-7 series, and only the second Game 7 win in Philly franchise history. This is the type of stuff that happens when you don't take care of business, when you are the Boston Celtics. And this is something that I've been saying for a while with the Boston Celtics. You live by it, you die by it, and they died by it. And the other thing that I did not like, and I've said this in the past, and we can go back to the number 1 versus number 8, the Golden State Warriors versus the Dallas Mavericks, with Dirk and them boys. What did they do? Avery Johnson switched up the lineup. What did my guy over here in the graphic next to Jaylen Brown do? Switch up the lineup. You're supposedly the better team. You got to make them play your way. But at the end of the day, Boston is not what we thought they were. They home in the first round. I think Jason. Look, I think Jason. Okay. Follow the lamb, don't follow the goat. Pray for the homie, he died from. I've been feeling, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm mocking, stepping, repping, flow electric. Time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. God is beside us. Still ride with a cook in the fleece. I'ma up my piece if you're trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions. Go to the high up. These ain't come from the cars. We different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes. I see through the lies they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual forces, fighting the demons, really for life.
The thing about depression, you think your life is over. When I was all alone, you came and changed how I feel. Only you understand me, you fill me up completely. And when I'm self-destructive, you make me feel so pretty. You always pull me closer to let me know that it's real. When I look at you, baby, I get overjoyed. I feel it inside.
Obviously, Tatum is a difference maker. And Jaylen Brown had a damn good game. And the majority of this season, they played without Jason Tatum. Jaylen had 33, 9, and 4. But they shot 10 out of 33 from 3. And we've seen this in the playoffs in the past. This is not new for Boston to go cold and kind of lay an egg. They have to play more aggressively downhill with their 2 stars. They need a back-to-the-basket presence. It's too many threes, man. It's too many threes. And you're not Steph and Clay. When you have one of those guys, then you can play more like this. And again, great team. But they got to have more of a presence down low. Like, look, a Cam Bruiser. Obviously, I know they're not going to be able to guard somebody. But a player of that style will help this team immensely. But I think at the end of the day, it just comes down to style. The style in which they play came and bit them in the ass. Because Joel Embiid came to play. Joel Embiid finally came and did something in the playoff series. So I think, honestly, Joel Embiid was the difference in this.
what's a black grand national? Being rational, give them what they ask for. It's not enough. Few solid left, but it's not enough. Few that'll really step, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. I get on it. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I make them mad. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I take the G-pad, watching do it. We survived outside, all from the music. What? They like, what he on? This the Alpha and Omega. Welcome home. This is not a song. This is a revelation. How to get a gone. Teach you a man, baby. I don't understand, baby. Pay your bill and make you feel protected like I can, baby. Teach you something if you need correction. That's the plan, baby. Don't put your life in these weird hands, baby. Whoa! It's not enough. Few solid left, but it's not enough. Few that'll really step, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. I get on it. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I make them mad. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I take the G-pad, watch do it. We survived outside, all from the music. What? Hey, turn this TV off. Ain't with my type activities, then don't you get involved. Hey, what? How many shit I seen? Send them all. Take a risk or take a trip. You know I'm tripping for my dog. Who you with? Couple sergeants and lieutenants for the get back. This I fell through with the knickknacks. Hey, young, get your chili up. Yeah, I meant that. Hey, black out if they act out. Yeah, I did that. Hey, what's up, though? I hate them that's hating on them. And they both. I hate them hating on them. And they both broke. If you ain't coming for no chili, what you come for? Feel like he entitled cause he knew me since a kid. I cut my granny off and she don't see it how I see it. Got a big mouth but he lack big ideas. Send him to the moon, that's just how I feel yelling. It's not enough. Few solid left but it's not enough. Few that'll really step but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself but it's not enough. Hey. Hey. What's that on that beat? Monster! Taking bad, but somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. 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 Ain't no other king in this rap thing, they siblings. Nothing but my children, when they disappearing. I'm in a city where the flag be getting thrown like it was past interference. Padlock around the building, crash pulling up an unmarked truck just to play freeze tag. With a bone to pick like it was sea bass. So when I made it out, I made about 50K from a show. Trying to show the ropes before they from a... I'm prophetic, they only talk about it, how I get it. Only good for saving face, seen the cosmetics. How many heads I gotta take to level my aesthetics? Hurry up and get your muscle up, we up the plyometric. Ran up out of luck, soon as I up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet, you could diabetic. They mouth get full of deceit, let these cowards tell it. Walk in New Orleans with the etiquette of LA yelling. Monster! Second bad, but somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off.
It's crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious. 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 Crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious.
Yeah, huh? Let's go. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, yeah. It's so I get to so right. It's so right. It's so I get to so right. It's so right.
One album is getting kinda hectic. Too many fans on me like I'm in Texas. 3 years deep now, keeping them guessing. 4-star hotel, once for breakfast. 5 fingers, give you a blister. 6 at the wheel, you're 6 the mister. Give me your mama, I'ma kiss her. I said 6 rings on me like I'm in Pittsburgh.
Motion maker, record breaker. 6 on my chest like an LA Laker. Black belt MC, call me master. 6 on the beat, it's a speaker blaster. Bars are hot, and bars are ready. A Middle Caesars with the extra chetty. Extra style, extra flow. Drip for sale, like 5 below.
Yeah, in the club now like I'm BD. Counting these notes like a MIDI. Laugh to the bank, hit the gritty. Go and tell your mom that she really, really pretty. Yo, I called up your grandma. Said this the new age nostalgia. She said that last night she called ya. Said JVB is the future.
Palace backpack, Nike snapback. Break trucks
stop playing hack, all gas, whole lot of motion, headbang, whiplash, past the mo train, soft up, fits on 10, Yankee fitted, even in my bed, small town boys up next to bat, JVB, make it get slapped. It's so
You know what I think the bigger question is, to go a little bit further than where Shelton took it, is should Jason Tatum come back at all? Because this was the number 2 seed without him all year. And when he came back, in my opinion, at least the games that I watched, especially in the regular season, they defaulted to him as the number 1 guy. And I think it was evident that he was playing in his old man game. A lot of hezzo, a lot of pull up, a lot of 3-point. You know what I'm saying? Like, he wasn't blowing by people and dunking. He that wasn't the game he had. And to me, that's what makes him the dynamic player that he is, because he could play like an old man, but then he got enough, handle and wiggle and enough speed to turn the corner and dunk on somebody. And we didn't see that. And I think that, in my opinion, it disrupted their rhythm to their season. So that's why I think partly yes, because to me, I felt if you're a top 2 seed without me, then y'all got it. Not in a like, whatever, trade me because obviously y'all don't need nothing like that. But in a sense that, like, well, if I take the year off, when I come back next year, I'll be closer to 100%. Because, bro, like, it was less than 365 days ago that you popped your Achilles, bro.
This speech is my recital. I think it's very vital to rock around. That's right. On time. It's tricky. It's so tight. Here we go. It's tricky to rock around. To rock around. That's right. On time. It's tricky. It's tricky. 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 It's tricky to rock around. To rock around. That's right. On time. It's tricky. Tricky. I met this little girlie. Her hair was kind of curly. Went to her house and out. I had to leave real early. These girls are really, all they just say is, or spend some time and rock a rhyme. I said it's not that easy. It's tricky to rock around, that's right, on time it's tricky. How is it, B? It's tricky. It's tricky to rock around, that's right, on time it's tricky. Tricky. In New York, the people talking try to make us rhyme. They really hawk, but we just walk because we have no time. And in the city, it's a pity, cause we just can't hide.
What?
Tinted windows don't mean nothing, they know who's inside. It's tricky to rock around, that's right, on time it's tricky. How is it, D? Tricky. It's tricky to rock around, that's right, on time it's tricky. Tricky, huh?
I think this. I think that in sports, regardless if you're talking professional, high school, or collegiate level, if you have a group of people with a common goal and a set way of doing things, that once we get a rhythm of doing things and you haven't been a part of that rhythm at all, you know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't until toward the end of the season where he started even practicing, you know what I'm saying, with the team. So you're not part of the momentum. And I think he stifled the momentum in it. Because we didn't get the Jason Tatum that got hurt in New York. And we would have got that version, the guy that's still explosive, that still has the first step. And we even seen it with Ant-Man coming back. There was a move last night that he made when he got to the cup. He blew by and he went to lay up. And you saw he didn't have it. You can't tell me coming back from an Achilles pop less than a year later, that you are going to be close to what you were explosively. You're just not. And I think that's what hurt him. I think Tatum old man game is still good, but that version of him is really a number 2 or number 3. And he was clearly a number 1 and number 2 option on this squad. And I think that's what hurt him. The momentum of how they were playing and winning games and the adjustment of minutes. Nick, you just talked about it. He was averaging close to 40. Who had to sacrifice for that? The guys that stepped up. So there he plays, yeah. But why? But why risk it when you're already the number 2 seed? Like without him, why risk? It's like now we're talking about an embarrassment of riches, because. Against Philly, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Try to snatch these pics when I blow my house down. Head underground to the next town. They get mad when they come to raid my pad, and I'm up in the 9-2 scan. Yes, I'm the pirate pilot of this ship. If I dip with the ultraviolet dream, hide from the red light beam. Now do you believe in the unseen? Look, but don't make the eye strain. Like me, it's going insane. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the membrane.
Nah, he's a championship role player, bro. He's a championship role player.
We gon' party like it's your birthday. We gon' sip like it's your birthday. And you know we don't give cause that's your birthday. You can find me in the club, full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill it, I'm in the habit, I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug, if you're in the getting. You can find me in the club, full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill it, I'm in the habit, I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug, if you're in the getting. When I pull up out front, you see the Benz on dub. When I roll 20 deep, it's always drama in the club. Now that I roll with Dre, everybody show me love. When you sell like Eminem, you get plenty of groupie love. Look, homie, ain't nothing changed. Roll down, G's up. I see exhibit in the cutting, man. Running, man. Watch how I move, you mistake before I play up. Been hit with a but I don't walk with a limp. In the hood, in the lady saying 50, you hot. They like me, I want them to love me like they love pop. But holla in New York, show to tell you I'm local. When the plan is to put the rap game in the choke. I'm fully focused, man. My money on my mind, got a meal out the deal, and I'm still in the grind. Now shorty says she feeling my style, she feeling my flow. A girl from Wooded, they ready to find me in the club. Full of mama, I got what you need. You need to feel it.
Yeah, no, Nick is right. Like, no, there's no way I expect more out of Derek White than I do Joe Mazzulla. Bro, Joe Mazzulla is top 3 most important thing to make the Boston Celtics a championship team. It's Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Joe Mazzulla. Then the rest of y'all. Well, like, what is we talking about?
To the good, like moved out the hood, now you tryna pull me back, right? Get the bumpin' in the club, it's on. I'm with my eyes to chicks, if she smash, she gone. Hit the roof on fire, man. Just let it burn. If they're talking about money, homie, I ain't concerned. I'ma tell you what banks told me, cause go ahead, switch the style up. And if they hate, then let them hate, then watch the money pile up. Or we can go upside there with a. Come on, they know where we be. You can find me in the club, full of. Mama, I got what you need, if you need to feel it. I'm in the habit, I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug, if you're in the getting. You can find me in the club, full of. Mama, I got what you need, if you need to feel it. I'm in the habit, I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug, if you're in the getting. Don't try to act like you don't know who we be, neither. We in the club all the time, it's a problem, pop off. Shady Aftermath.
I step up in the place, say yo, I step correct. Got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check. And you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air, don't ever disrespect. I got you all in check. Bust the rhymes up in the place, true indeed. Yes, I got the record, that's word on my feed. I'm guaranteed to give you what you need. One blood every day like Junior Reed. Wake up every morning, yo, I must succeed. Nationwide rockers make
I don't disagree, Nick, but look, let's look at it like this. The Orlando Magic are betting on being playoff contenders, which is why they were okay with giving up 4 first-round picks, because none of these picks should be lottery picks, number one. Number two, I don't disagree with you. I do think that they need a point guard. But number three, I kind of agree with Orlando moving on, because if I'm looking at this Orlando Magic team, how they're constructed, in my opinion, they should have, the barometer are the Atlanta Hawks. Number one, y'all shouldn't have been in the play-in. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm going player for player, I can make an argument before the trade for Kuminga that Orlando had more talent. You know what I'm saying? Top to bottom. I can make that argument. And we saw how they played Detroit. We saw really good games from Orlando. We just didn't see sustainability, and that's how their season has been. You know what I'm saying? They have a lot of talent. Banchero, let's be honest. I know I saw. He's a number 2. He's the second best player on the championship. He's not the best player on the championship team. We saw that. I like Banchero, but he's not the best guy. The best guy's averaging 25 every week. Ken, you want to shake your head. You know who the best guy on the championship team is? Cade Cunningham. Did you see offensively and defensively what he was doing? Possession after possession, tapping the ball, getting the steal, getting a block, playing one-on-one defense, playing help defense, not getting the call. Do you know how many calls that they didn't call? Literally, he's getting pushed after having a collapsed lung, and he's not getting no superstar calls on the road. That's what no showed up. You score, you go 1 for 20 and you show up. Oh, come on now. Come on. You should have put him away. Should have put him away. You was up 20. Okay. I give you. But that's my point though. That's my no wait. That's my point. When I tell you guys, best player on a championship team, 5 to 6 games out of a 7-game series, you got to show up. That's what you do. You're a superstar. You're number 1 option. Number 2 option is 3 to 5 games. What did Banchero give you? 3 awesome games. He's a second option, Ken. Not the guy. That's it. Take a trip down to Mexico. Come back with that might make you psycho. Maximum frequencies through your stereo. Sorry, this is it, but boy, I got to go. I step up in the place and you watch step correct. Suggs ain't gonna get Ja, and then you gotta match the money. Ja signed a big ass contract. You gotta match the money. You're gonna have to give up Franz. You're gonna have to give up a lot of other pieces. You're gonna deplete the team, and it's gonna be Ja and Bane and Banchero.
The sun is up, so wet it down. Get your money up. I put money down on all of us, on my people now, on what I love. Ooh, baby, it's dangerous. Your problems are just not the same to us. We're dealing with
He's not a number 1.
We're feeling the weight of our ancestors. We're healing with ways that don't last for long. Don't happen the time and it obvious. No help for the weak, but the strong. Plenty here for it for all of us. Now bring out the drums and the that my homies got this do it that they said wouldn't work. Bring out the
well, LeBron did. What LeBron did? He can't do what LeBron did.
The sun is up. To run it down. Get your money up. I put money down on all of us, on my people now, on what I love. Ooh, baby, we run it up. Yeah, the minute the sun is up. There's no rest to my shut it down. Working for it, get your money up. Believe it on God, put money down. I'm betting the odds on all of us. I do it for all of my people now. Put that on everything that I love. Church. Yeah, on everything that I love. Yeah, ain't nothing that come up. Now we go from angry and mad to happy and glad to find a solution for us. We go from sorry and sad to ready to grab up then get to the front. I want the money, the cash, the moolah, the bag.
But the well doesn't go dry with a number one option.
Freedom to have the things will be lacking, my bruh. So what are we lacking? I could point it down, so much that's around. Better settle down, no point doing that. Or they send the hounds, bite me in the, put me in the ground, turn me into ash, cut to carry down. From those who came up before me, I'm here to change up the story. Find me at work in the morning, find me where people are mourning, man. Cause death is around every corner. When life isn't free for a person, dog, you act like an animal cornered. Savage is speaking a language, y'all. You don't understand, you a foreigner. But nobody needs an advantage now. We needed some balance and order. But you know that's never the case. Never a chance that they're changing their ways. It's never a choice that they're giving to you. There will never be just in the face. We stick with the sorrow and dance for the pain. No one to follow, it's just you and me. I swear that it's coming, we starting today. But we wake up tomorrow and things are the same. Damn.
Man, I got this right. My hand up to my back. You know I'm poppin' tag. But man, I got this swag. Man, I got this swag. My hand up to my back. You know I'm poppin' tag. But man, I got this swag. When I surf, now I be surfing swag. I'm on hypnotic, exotic, polo on my body. Got a bad girl beside me, and a friend right behind me, and I'm swag. I'm surf, I'm swag, I'm surf, I'm swag, I'm surf, I'm clean like this detergent. Gone by the zone, yeah, strong, and you know I'm on 'cause I'm swag. I'm surf, I'm swag, I'm surf, I'm swag, I'm surf, I'm clean like this. Okay, I fall off in the club with a pocket full of bands. Big stupid friends like I'm wrapped up in saran. Swag super cool, blowing strong like a fan. And my chain shining hard, it just gave my neck a tan. Pockets on Popeye 'cause they swole off that spinach. Peachtree swag, you can call me Mr. Lennox. Bottles in my hand, putting on just like cable. Surfing off the sand like a surf. Kelly Slater, swag, I swag, swag, surf, I swag, swag, surf, I swag, swag, surf. Now watch me swag, okay, I swag, swag, surf, I swag, swag, surf, I swag, swag, surf. Now watch me swag, okay, swagging in the club, you gon' see me throwing money up. Catch me with a bad chicken, all her friends is flying some drinks. We gon' hold them up inside it when we rolling up. They got it, I'm gon' drink it up. I'm always wearing polo, I'm rap pouring mascot. Cake on debit, I don't hesitate to cash out. Like John Stevenson, the black and blue jag out. Pockets on hell time, I'm always bringing bands out. Exotic, polo on my body. Got a bad girl beside me, and a friend right behind me, and I'm swag. I'm surf, I'm swag, I'm surf, I'm swag, I'm surf, I'm clean like this detergent. Gone by the zone, yeah, strong, and you know I'm on 'cause I'm swag. I'm surf, I'm swag, I'm surf, I'm swag, I'm surf.
But Nick, this. Nah, go ahead.
Man, I'm surfing like the channel. Paper towel money, man, I'm all about my clout.
It was layover from Game 6. Look, Game 6 to me was the most pivotal game in this series because first of all, they got booed off the court at home. That's your last memory of your last home game. That's number one. Number two, there was a series where Bane missed 3 threes. They got 2 offensive rebounds, and this dude missed 3 threes on that possession, bro. After that, they were 1 for 20 something in the fourth quarter. Ken, it was horrible. And here's the thing: when I say that Banchero is not a number one, what I'm saying is not the best player. I'm not saying not the number one scoring option. The number one scoring option on a team isn't always your best player. He could definitely be a number one scoring option. He averaged 26. But then, in my opinion, and like just Nick said, and I agree, it's the point guard position that's lacking because it's getting those others easy buckets. Banchero is a LeBron Melo hybrid. Big as hell, can play in a phone booth, got a midi, and then he's big. He can finish through contact. He's a nice weapon, Ken. But he's not your best player, in my opinion, because the best player doesn't lose Game 6. Ken, and think about this. Is he getting crucified for it? The best players do. He's not one of those guys, Ken. I like Banchero, but he's not the guy. He could be your number one scoring option, but he's not the guy that's going to take you to the promised land. Because in the last 4 years, he's been a first-round exit. Now, he's gotten to the playoffs, but he's been a first-round exit kid every year. And I also understand his team is not that great. But the great ones overcome. He has it. And we know what he is. This is year 4, going on year 5. If he was going to ascend to anything else, we would have seen it already. We'll see. I think he is what he is. Where can he get better? Scoring. The number one scorer.
You don't have to ever quit. You think that you can get away with it. You think the light won't be ever lit. It's almost over now, almost over now. Something on your chest, better get it off. There'll be no one left when we set it off. We ain't gonna take it no more, since it's almost over now, almost over now. You had plenty of time, there was no rush, but it was your dream.
They got too many of the same.